Hello friends. Today, I am going to explain a horror slasher movie. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre was released in 2003. Its director is Marcus Nispel. This movie got a 6.2 out of 10 IMDb rating. Let's get started. 5 friends come to the scene as the film starts. They are going somewhere to attend a concert. The main character Aaron with the other friends is there. Suddenly a girl appears before them as they are driving through the way taxes. They think that girl is in distress, so they stop their vehicle. They ask her, "What happened? Are you all right?" That girl continues to walk without giving any response. Afterward, Aaron goes to that girl after getting off the vehicle. That girl is uttering, "He is a bad guy." They think of her disturbed and give her a lift. When they cross the slaughterhouse, then that girl tells them you are going on the wrong route. Then she forcefully tries to stop the vehicle. Kemper breaks the vehicle. That girl is continuously crying and says, "He is a bad guy. He ended everyone." She also says to them, "You are also nearly to be ended." Saying it, she keeps a gun in her mouth and shoots herself. Witnessing it, all are afraid and upset. Immediately, they come out of the vehicle. They are unable to think about what should be done with a dead body. Should we inform the police or not? After deliberation, they favor visiting police. But how would they know this would prove the biggest mistake of their life? They observe a gas station and they go there. And they reveal everything to the owner of the gas station. And that lady contacts the police. She says to them, "You will have to go to a mill. There you can meet that police officer." Hearing it, they feel uncomfortable. But they had no other option. They moved to that mill, but they couldn't find that police officer. The most shocking thing is this: the mill was completely abandoned. And they wait for the police officer there. Suddenly, they glimpse something there. While checking, they encounter a little boy. That kid tells them that the police officer will not come here because he is at his house. Erin and her friend leave for the police officer's house, asking for the address of that kid. They search the house, but they encounter an old man there. That old man tells them, "This is not that police officer's house, but I can contact that police officer to help you. But only girl can enter inside." And Kemper waits outside. That old man contacts the police officer, and Aaron reveals everything to him. The police officer says, "I will be there within half an hour." Aaron begins to leave after contacting. That old man asks for help from Aaron, and Aaron helps that old man. It was a time ago that Aaron visited inside. Being worried, Kemper also moves inside. Kemper starts searching for Aaron. Then the movie's antagonist named Leatherface attacks him with a hammer coming from the backside, and he drags him into a room. Coming outside, Aaron notices Kemper is not there. She thinks he has returned back to the mill. She moves towards the mill. Reaching there, Aaron observes Kemper is not there. She gets worried. They start to search Kemper, but they don't find him. They get family photos in the car. There was also the photo of that girl who was a hitchhiker. They don't find Kemper even after the search. Aaron and Andy again visit the old man's house in search of Kemper. Aaron observes that the old man is sitting outside the house. She confuses the old man while conversing, and Andy goes inside during this time. In search of his friend, Andy goes into a room where the human skins were hanged everywhere. All of a sudden, a box falls there. Hearing a sound, Aaron also comes there. That old man witnesses them. He loses his temper, catching the sight of Andy. He says, "Comes on, boy. Bring it." Meanwhile, Leatherface appears there catching a chainsaw as he receives this message. They begin to run, seeing him. Aaron successfully escapes, but Leatherface dismembers Andy's foot. Taking him into the basement, Leatherface hangs him up on a meat hook. He sprinkles salt on his dismembered foot to pain him after hanging. Then he wraps that foot with paper. Here it is shown that Leatherface had peeled his face skin of Kemper, and he makes a mask of that face's skin. Here the real face of Leatherface is exposed as he removes his mask. It was looking heinous. Aaron sits in her vehicle and tries to start, coming to the mill, but it was not starting. Meantime, a police officer also approaches there. Looking at him, Aaron is eased. That police officer finds the drugs in their vehicle. He gets aggressive due to this. Getting off of the vehicle, he lays 3 of them down as their punishment. Afterward, he takes Morgan in the vehicle. He asks Morgan, who acts out as if that girl had committed suicide. Giving the gun to Morgan, he compels him to put the gun into his mouth. He not only does it, but also asks him to pull the trigger of a gun. Morgan is upset, and he points his gun at the police officer, getting a chance. He begins to fire his gun at the police officer, but the gun's magazine was empty. The police officer leaves while taking Morgan and the key to the vehicle. And that police officer brings Morgan to the house Leatherface. Aaron tries to start the vehicle. She starts that vehicle, but its tires got removed while driving. Both girls are still thinking, what is happening? Leatherface reaches there with his chainsaw. Being afraid of him, Pepper runs outside the vehicle, and Leatherface chases her. Pepper tries hard to escape, but Leatherface dismembers her with a chainsaw. Erin was watching everything in front of her. Erin observes that Leatherface has masked Kemper's face. She is left astonished and worried, seeing him. Now Leatherface was advancing towards her. She escapes quickly, coming out of the vehicle. But Leatherface does not stop following her. While running, Erin reaches a camper van. There were 2 females in the camper van, including a mother and daughter. Erin reveals Leatherface to them. A young lady says Leatherface is a good guy. He has a skin disease. Due to this, his skin seems heinous. Otherwise, he does not harm anyone. That lady offers Erin a cup of tea. Erin asks about the phone to call. They reply they have no phone. Erin glimpses that girl's family photos. Erin is pondering. Where is she entrapped? At the same time, their phone starts ringing. Erin observes that lady is conversing with someone through a call, and she has a baby daughter on her lap. Erin starts leaving, but she has fallen down, losing her consciousness, because they had adulterated something in the tea. Here it is revealed that both females have companionship with Leatherface, and they kill that girl's family after trapping them. And they took the charge of this little girl, but the other girl escaped in some way. Having no option, that poor girl committed suicide. Restoring her senses, Erin finds herself in that house. Now she is surrounded by that family. The secret reveals that everyone was Leatherface's family members. Leatherface's mother tells Leatherface had a skin disease and his face had spoiled because of it. People used to tease him for this problem. Those people used to live here alone, disliking everyone. Leatherface bounds Erin into the basement after capturing her, and the basement was full of horrific things. Erin confronts Andy, who was still alive. Erin tries to unhook him. Because of this, his pain got worse. Andy begs her to die. Erin was not willing to act as such, but she gets rid of that painful feeling by stabbing him with a knife. Going ahead, she also discovers Morgan in the bathtub. There was a hole in Morgan's back which indicates that he had been hooked. Morgan is going through trauma. Erin brings him out of the bathtub, and that kid comes there whom they had found. That kid was not a threat, but he wants to help. Both begin to leave, but Leatherface catches their sight. He arrives there with a chainsaw. That kid was assisting them to come outside while Leatherface was behind them. Morgan successfully escapes, but Leatherface catches Erin's foot. That kid helps her, and somehow Erin also runs outside. Morgan and Erin reach an older cabin, but Leatherface had not stopped chasing them. While pursuing them, he also approaches there. Erin hides and Morgan somehow also hides. Coming there, Leatherface begins to search for them. Many rats start coming on her where Erin had hidden. Erin was quiet, but rats were making a noise. Then Leatherface leaves from there. Erin thinks that they perhaps have survived, but they were at fault. Leatherface catches her, coming from the backside. He is about to cut her with the chainsaw, and Morgan tries to rescue her. Leatherface again hooks Morgan there, and Erin escapes in fear, and Leatherface begins to pursue her. While running, they reach a fence. Erin succeeds to cross it, but Leatherface's foot is caught there. That chainsaw turns on his foot, leaving him injured. Erin arrives on the road and asks lift from a car driver, but that car drives away without helping her, and Erin begins to run ahead. While running, she reaches the slaughterhouse, and she goes inside, but Leatherface had also approached there. Saving from Leatherface, Erin hides in a big piece of beef, but to no avail, because Leatherface cuts that piece of meat with the chainsaw. Erin hides in a cabinet, picking a cleaver. As Leatherface comes before her, she dismembers his hand, attacking with the cleaver many times. Being wounded, Leatherface is fallen there. Coming outside, Erin stops a truck as she goes on the road. The truck driver gets her in the truck and sees her in trouble. Erin knows that he is moving towards the gas station. Erin says to him, "You are choosing the wrong way." But he does not stop. Erin was facing the same as that girl faced at the start of the movie. But Erin courageously struggles to stop him. But it was too late because he had reached the gas station. Then Erin also gets off the truck along with him. Peeping through a window, she also sees that baby girl, and all move there, leaving the baby. Lady does not find the baby as she returns back, because Erin had escaped, taking that baby. Trucker checks his truck going there, but he does not find her there, because she was seated in the car, and she strikes a trucker with that car, and she reverses the car instead of driving away, and she crushes the trucker into death. Erin had rescued that baby girl, and she was also with her. Erin was leaving excitedly, but Leatherface attacks them with a chainsaw, coming there. Saving her, she escapes from there. Leatherface was looking at her departure. He was in a rage. Erin, fortunately, rescues the life of that baby girl. The movie completes here with the survival of both. If you like the explanation, please subscribe and share with your friends. Thanks for watching.